The Adventures of Tom Sawyer by Mark Twain Longman Simplified English Series Read by อัชราบุญเลิศ
Chapter 23 Track the Money. Tom had a fearful dream that night. As he lay next morning recording the details, he noticed that they seemed curiously far away and unreal. Then it occurred to him that the great adventure itself must be a dream. This uncertainty must be swept away. He could have a hurried breakfast and find Huck. Huck was sitting on the edge of a boat and looking very miserable. "Hello, Huck." "Hello, Tom." Silent for a minute. "Tom, if we left the tools at the dead tree, we'll have got the money." "Oh, aren't we unlucky?" "It's not a dream, then." "Dream? I've had horrible dreams all night, with that Spanish devil chasing us all through them. Curse him." "Don't curse him. Find him. Track the money." "Tom, we'll never find him, and I'd be frightened to death if I did see him." "Well, so would I, but I like to see him and track him to his number 2. "Number 2, yes, that's it. I've been thinking about that, but it's a mystery to me." "What do you think it is?" "I don't know. It's too difficult. I say, Huck, perhaps it's the number of a house." "No, Tom, that isn't it. If it is, it's not in his one's house, Tao. There aren't any numbers here." "Well, that's so. Let me think a minute. I know. It's the number of a room in an inn. I'm sure. You've got it. There are only 2 inns. We can find out quickly. Wait here, Huck, till I come back." Tom was off at once. He did not care to have Huck's company in public place. He was away half an hour. He found out that in the better inn number 2 had long been occupied by a young lawyer, and was still occupied. In the other inn number 2 was a mystery. The innkeeper's young son said that it was kept locked all the time, and that he never saw anybody go into it or come out of it except at night. He had noticed that there was a light in the room the night before and explained the mystery by suggesting that it was haunted. "That's what I found out, Huck. I think that's it very number 2 we're after." "I think it is, Tom. Now, what are you going to do?" "Let me think." Tom thought for a long time. Then he said, "I tell you, the back door of the number 2 is in the little land behind the inn. Now, you get all the door keys that you can find, and I'll take Auntie's, and the first dark night we go there and try them. And remember to keep a lookout for Redskin Joe, because he said he was going to spy round once more for a chance to get his revenge. If you see him, just follow him. If he doesn't go to that number 2, that isn't the place." "Good heavens, I don't want to follow him by myself." "Why? It'd be nice. He might never see you, and if he did, Perhaps he never suspected anything. Well, if it's really dark, I follow him. Well, I don't know. All right, I'll try. Believe me, I follow him if it's dark. Huh. Why? He might be going straight to the money. That's so, Tom. That's so. I follow him. I will swear I will. Now, that's the way to talk. Don't you ever waken, Huck, and I won't. So, that night, Tom and Huck waited about the neighborhood of the inn until after night. One watching the land at a distance, and the other the inn door. Nobody entered the lane or left it. Nobody at all like the Spaniard entered or left the inn door. So Tom went home, having agreed that if the night was very dark, Huck was to come and meow. Then Tom would slip out and try the keys, but the night was clear, and Huck ended his watch and retired to bed in an empty barrel about midnight. On Thursday, the boys had the same bad luck, and on Wednesday also. However, Thursday night seemed more promising. Tom slipped out with his aunt's old steel lamp and a large towel to cover it with. He hid the lamp in Huck's barrel, and the watch began. An hour before midnight, the inn closed, and its lights were put out. No Spaniard had been seen. Nobody had entered or left the land. Everything was favorable or was in darkness, and the perfect stillness was interrupted only by occasional mutterings of distant thunder. Tom got his lamp, lit it in the barrel, and wrapped in closely in the towel, and the two adventurers crept in the gloom towards the inn. Huck stood on guard, and Tom felt his way into the lane. Huck was full of anxiety as he waited. Suddenly, there was a flash of light, and Tom came flying past him. "Run for your life!" he gasped. "Run for your life!" He need not have repeated it. Once was enough. Huck was traveling 30 or 40 miles an hour before the repetition was out of Tom's mouth. The boys did not stop till they reached a deserted shed at the lower end of the village. Just as they got inside, the rain poured down. As soon as Tom got his breath, he said, "Huck, it was awful. I tried 2 of the keys just as shortly as I could, but they wouldn't turn in the lock. Well, without noticing what I was doing, I took hold of the door handle, and the door came open. It wasn't locked. I scraped in and chopped off the towel, and then gone." "What happened, Tom?" "Huck, I almost stepped on Redskin Joe's hand. No. Yes. He was laying there, fast asleep on the floor, with his arms spread out. Good heavens! What did you do? Did we wake up? No. He never moved. Drink, I think. I just snatched up that towel and ran. I never had thought of the towel. Well, I would. My aunt would skin me alive if I touched it. I said, Tom, did you see that box? Huh. I didn't wait to look around. I didn't see the box. I didn't see the clothes. I didn't see anything except a bell button and a teal cup on the floor beside Redskin Joe. Yes, and I saw 2 barrels and many more buttons in the room. Don't you see? Now, what's wrong with that haunted room? What? Why? It's haunted with drink. They pretend they don't sell drink there. Who would have thought such a thing? But I say, Tom, now is a good time to get that box. If Redskin Joe drank. Is it? You try it. Huck shivered. Well, no, I don't think I did. I will. And I think not, Huck. Only 1 bottle beside Redskin Joe isn't enough. If there were 3, I'd do it. There was a long pause for thought, and then Tom said, Look here, Huck. Let's not try any more until we know Redskin Joe not there. It's too frightful. If we watch every night, we'll be absolutely sure to see him go out same time or other. Then we snatch that box quicker than lightning. All right, I watch the whole night, and I do it every night too. If you do the other part of the job, I will. All you've got to do is to come round to the house and meow. And if I'm asleep, throw some stones up at the window, and that will bring me out. Now, Huck, the storm's over and I go home. It'd be daylight in a cavern of house. If I don't want you in the daytime, Huck, I'd let you sleep. I won't come round and worry you if you see that something's happening in the night. Just come round and meow.